Well, we are learning some very interesting details about Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm's disastrous electric vehicle road trip that she took back in June. Her four-state tour aimed at touting green energy investments appears to have backfired after her team reportedly had a hard time finding places to charge their electric vehicles.
We all know that global warming is coming for us like we're a child at a meet and greet with Joe Biden, and his administration is desperate to force us to drive electric cars, so when society finally collapses, they can just turn off the grid and stop us from going anywhere. And part of this propaganda campaign was supposed to involve Secretary of Energy Jennifer Granholm, who tried to drive around the country earlier this summer in one of these electric cars to prove just how awesome they are. Yes, this Jennifer Granholm.
Secretary Pete, I am with one of our great DOT electric vehicles and excited to go pick up a friend who's going to share some news on the future of electric vehicles in this country. There she is. Hey, hop on in. Can't believe they let me drive this thing.
Wish me luck. Just kidding. I know I'm in good hands.
All right.
Yes, this Jennifer Granholm.
It is an existential threat. Do you care about climate change? Do you care about the future for you, for your children? Do you want to know how we can solve it? Through cool technology? I've got a very snappy Prezi that I'm going to be doing.
Snappy Prezi?
How can anybody turn that down? So come to my speech.
You all convinced?
Nope. And I'm not just not convinced because no one wants to drive electric cars or can afford electric cars, but according to new reports, she couldn't even find anywhere to charge.
Well, we are learning some very interesting details about Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm's disastrous electric vehicle road trip that she took back in June. Her four-state tour aimed at touting green energy investments appears to have backfired after her team reportedly had a hard time finding places to charge their electric vehicles.
And because everyone is equal, but some people are much more equal than others, someone even called the cops because one of her staffers apparently tried to save a charging spot by blocking it with an evil gas-guzzling car. That's like trying to reserve a table at a vegetarian restaurant by slapping a steak on it. This proves one thing, of course. When it comes down to it, when you need the job done, you turn to a real car. Here's a recording of the 911 call from the Washington Free Beacon.
Columbia County 911.
Hi, I'm calling because I'm in the Grovetown Walmart at the charging station. And there's literally a non-electric car that is taking up the space who says they're holding the space for somebody else. And it's holding up a whole bunch of people who need to charge their cars.
All right, you're at the Walmart on Center Way.
The one in Grovetown that has an Arby's in front.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Let's see.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you. The person's left.
Are they
Hello?
still there?
They're still here, but one spot opened up, which is like not them. But there's other people who are waiting to charge, and they're still here, and they're not an electric car. And the sign says that it has to. You can't park here unless you're charging.
What kind of car is it?
It's a Corolla. It's black.
Do you see a tag number?
I can get it, but they said that their person's going to be here in 2 minutes that they're holding the spot for. So maybe. Well, now I'm charging, so I don't even care anymore. But yeah.
I mean, the jokes write themselves. What's really dumb here, though, is that this is all just political theatre. She knows that electric cars have a road trip problem. She knows there aren't enough charging stations and that some of them don't even work. She knows that electric cars are still too expensive for most Americans. She knows all of this, and she definitely knows it after she experienced it firsthand on just a 4-day trip from North Carolina to Tennessee, even though her team, quote, painstakingly mapped out ahead of time to allow for charging. Seems like they need way more painstakes. And don't forget, the entire point of this stupid trip was to draw attention to the billions of dollars the White House is pouring into so-called green energy and clean cars. Because we all know that nothing sells a product better than proving immediately that it doesn't work and it's going to ruin your day. It's like setting up a shelter for abused women and the guy on the front desk is Andrew Cuomo. Really, this whole saga is just a metaphor for the Biden administration. They might tell you how great it's working, but after just 10 minutes they run out of juice, have to be pushed home, and all it does is end up costing you money.